welcome back to another episode of Project Oarai. And I've just sat down for like 15 minutes and talked to myself without pressing start on my recorder. So I thought I'd just share that straight from the get-go. Anyways, we're also kicking straight off with the mountainside and the cable cars. I thought I'd just throw it in at the start of the episode just so you've got like a gist of what we're going to be working with in the future. It's nothing fancy, it's not decorated, it probably won't be decorated for quite a while because there's a lot that we've got to do before we even get to the top of the mountain. We've still got the cable car, we've still got all around there to decorate. We have the middle beach area and then the far left area, and then I want to do a farm lowerish area at the bottom of the mountain somewhere. I don't know, I might throw that out or we might keep the idea. It depends when we get to it. Because what we're doing is I'm basically building this as if I'm building the nuclear power plant. I'm doing it in sections. I'm building this section and then it's helping me to build the next section because I can see the size that I'm working with and how I want it to interact with the previous area that we've just built. So yeah, if you were hoping to see the hot springs in the next episode or the one after, I'm sorry, it's gonna be oof. Let me see if I can count. I've got my hands here. I believe it's gonna be at least 4 more episodes after this one. Let me think. We've got the cable carts. We've got that to do. I don't want to spoil some other stuff I've got in my head. Yeah, at least 3 to 4 episodes because I think it might be 4 episodes because I do want to decorate the mountainside. Now, I don't think that'll be a long episode because it's just throwing down a load of rocks, some grass, some trees, some boulders. So touch wood. I know the last time that I said this shouldn't take too long. It actually took a month and a half, but it won't take a month and a half to decorate the mountainside, I promise. And if it does, I apologize. I do want to apologize as well because I'm actually doing the next episode as we speak and I'm recording this because I've been in a super creative mood for the past 2 days where instead of sitting down at my desk and looking at Google Earth and opening City Skylines and not building anything for a few hours and just looking at stuff, I've kind of just loaded the game up and just straight into it, just building, not stopping. So I figured, let's just keep going. I can surely record a voiceover and build at the same time. I just apologize if you can hear me like clicking and pressing stuff on my keyboard. It should be quiet, but my apologies if you can hear it. I will try and edit out parts if it's really bad. Or I'll have to do another retake, which thankfully I can see right now that I did press start on the recorder. So I'm not going to waste another 12 or 15 minutes or however long it was. I know it was quite lengthy. Anyways, the thing that I do want to talk about this episode is I know I've said from my very first episode that my videos are going to be longer than probably normal people's videos, and the reason for that is, like I always say, I like to show everything, or at least as much as I can, without it being just the same thing over and over and over again, because there's only so many times that you can make something before you think, well, I've seen this a million times, I don't want to see it anymore, or I'll just skip it. I've seen this a million times. So that's what I'm gonna have to do with the next few episodes because it's basically just another town again next to the seafront, or It's not really the sea, actually, come to think of it. It's just a river. But there's going to be me building a lot of houses and a lot of farmhouses eventually. And I don't want my videos to be 50, 45 minutes long on stuff that we've already covered and you've already seen me do from start to finish in previous episodes, like Nunoshida. I kept in as much as that as I could, like showed everything. And you know, I don't want it to be just the same thing, rinse and repeat for the next few episodes. So what I'm going to do is what I did in my last episode, where I did the change in the terrain that I'd done. So the camera will start from left to right and it'll peel from the top left to the bottom right, and you'll see like how it looked before and how it looks now. But I am still going to decorate some stuff. I'm going to be decorating one or two of the houses, and then we're going to skip. Well, we're not going to skip. Well, yeah, we kind of are going to skip, to be honest. But you'll be able to see in the very short cinematic, you know, what they all look like now versus what they did look like. And I just feel that that's going to be a better way of doing it, at least for the moment. Because what is it? What is it I said? We've got one or two more places in Nunoshida to do. We've got this area to do. And then, I hope you're all sat down, but then we will be moving on to a city. So, strap in. The city's going to be big. And hopefully my save can handle it, because if you've already seen the level of detail and the extent that I go into just doing a little town, you can imagine that the city is going to be crazy when we get to it. But that is coming in the future. So, you know, just bear with it for now if you're really excited for a city, because it is coming. I know I keep memeing, you know, city's never coming, but I can confirm that it is already going to come. And it's a little bit of a spoiler, but I am tinkering in the background when I'm not doing other stuff, like layouts and how I want to start it. So, you know, my mind is there. It is there thinking about the city. We don't have anything concrete yet. It's just ideas I'm throwing out, assets that I'm collecting. Because I need to go through my asset list again. It's getting quite bad. It's taking like 13 minutes to load into my game instead of about 7 or 8. So yeah. Anyways, now that I've explained that, at least I hope I did. I hope I just didn't ramble and then just change the subject all of a sudden. I'm sorry if I did. I am building in the background the next episode and talking at the same time. Don't know. It's probably not a smart idea, I'll be honest. But it's what we're doing. One thing I am super happy about, and it's something that I really enjoy doing, because the more like I look around my world that I'm creating, the more it feels alive. And it's when I make these points of interest. Like in the first episode that I ever did, I did like the bathhouse at the back of like the shops. And then the episode after that, I did the construction area where it looked like the road was still getting built for some of the fresh houses, and the electrical company was putting in the phone lines for everyone. And the fire station that we did, where we did the training area where it was on fire and there was rubble everywhere and so on. And then we did another episode, I think it was the episode after that, where we did the car crash and we had the police, the firefighters, the ambulance and all that lovely stuff. And I just feel that it adds a little bit of life to the world, like when you're just flying around looking at stuff. I think it's great. And we are getting into that in this episode and in the next one. I've already built some stuff in the next one. Not going to spoil it, but you may have already seen like a little picture or two on the YouTube community channel, which I'm going to be using quite a lot, to be honest. I think it's a great way to share stuff with everyone. And I can just throw up a couple of spoilers every now and then, or some stuff I'm working on, and see what you guys think of it. So yeah, you got that to look forward to. I'll be using that a lot more, so that'll be cool. But yeah, like what I said, points of interest. It's really cool to get back to doing them. There is going to be one in this video. It is actually going to be time-stamped as point of interest. So if you want to go check that out now, or wait until I've finished talking. Honestly, you could do either one. It's totally up to you. Anyways, I feel like I've ranted enough. I feel like maybe I rant too much in my videos. But hey, it is me. I don't know what else to say. I'm a bit of a ranter. I don't really know what to talk about. I'll be honest, sometimes in the episodes, which is why I like to talk about stuff that we're going to be working on in the future, what we're going to be doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you with the rest of the episode, and I hope you enjoy. I hope you enjoyed the little sneaky look at the custom cable car that I've been working on in the background. It's actually finished now, and I'll be honest, the finished look of it is, ooh, it's looking real nice. It's looking real good. I'll be honest, I sent a picture to my friend on Facebook, and I was like, what do you think of this bad boy? And he was like, that looks sexy. So yeah, it's looking real nice. But you won't be able to see that until next week, unfortunately. Next week, next Saturday, you'll be able to finally see it. Because hopefully I'll be done with the episode by then. Because, well, in fact, I might even be done with it earlier, but I like the releasing them on a Saturday thing. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. And like always, I'll see you guys in the next one.